Hi and welcome to Bushcraft Hiking Asia. Today I just wanted to show you the head torch that I'm using when I'm out on my hikes, on my trail runs, and if I do caving. About 6 months ago I bought a new one because my good and trusted black diamond torch actually bailed on me. It's been a very good torch, it's been a trusted companion for many years, but nothing lasts forever. So I was out and needed to find something that was better. And this review is about that torch, and that is the Ledlenser MH10 with a max output of 600 lumen. But before I get into the specs of this little wonder, I'd like to show you how it looks like first. It consists of the patented lens here in front, which is a combination of a reflection and a lens. And then you have it very nice padded here on the back, so that wearing it is a comfortable thing. You got the head strap with the cable that runs back to the battery, which is at the back of the head torch. This just basically means that you got some better weight distribution. You do not, like for instance on the black diamond, have all the weight just at the front of you. Here you have it in two places. It also gives the advantage that you can have much more power with you. This one is powered by a single 18650 battery, rechargeable, and that is actually one of the key features by this head torch that I liked. That's the fact that you can charge it while you are on the fly, because this one has the option of being charged by mini USB, so that if you have a power bank, which you probably know that I have when I'm out on these kind of hikes, I use a ECACC 9000 milliamp power bank, and with that I'm able to have light for a significant amount of time. As I mentioned to start with, the lamp here has got 600 lumen maximum output, and it has the standard two settings. It has flooding and it has beam, and it's a mechanical way this one works. So when you want to change between beam and floodlight, all you got to do is just twist the front element on the lens here. So if I turn it on, which is done by a single push on the button, then you can see right now we have a very concentrated light, and that is the beam light, and it also, as you might see, a very consistent light. We will a little bit more focus on the center. Now if I should turn it this way, then all of a sudden I have a very good floodlight. And as you can see here on these shots that I took in the cave that I was out with a friend the other day, it's a grasshopper cave as it's called here in close to Chiang Mai, then it really efficient, this floodlight. But it also has three settings within each floodlight and beam light respectively. And the way you change between those settings is that right after you turned on the light, then you push the button one more time, and it will step one down, because it has 600 lumen, 250 lumen, and it has 20 lumen. So if I at floodlight should turn it on, then it's like this, and right after that I push the button one more time, and you can see the light here goes down to 250 lumen. There's really not that much of a difference between the 600 lumen and the 250 lumen for the naked eye to see. And as you also can see here on a few shots on the cave where I was changing between the two, there really is not that much of a difference. Should I go down to 20 lumen, then I just have to push the button twice after I turned it on, and there's 1, 2, and there we are. Now we got down to 20 lumen. And 20 lumen, as it is here in my studio, really does not show us to be much. But as you can see on the video here, then even in a cave where it's pitch black, then you have a use of 20 lumen. The advantage obviously is that compared to 600 lumen, then you save a lot of energy, and not only you do not strain your eyes a lot. So there's a lot of reasons to use the 20 lumen depending on your situation. But 600 lumen will give you a total of 10 hours of light time according to the specifications, while the 20 lumen will give you a total of 120 hours of light time. Now when you turn this one here on, then it automatically as a default turns on high lumen on 600 lumen. But you can change that, and I personally prefer to have this default set as 20 lumen, and then I can work my way up if I should be in need of so. And it's very easily done. All you got to do is that when you turn on your light, before you turn on the light, you just push your button for 10 seconds, then it sets default to 600 lumen, and if you hold it down for 13 seconds and you see 2 beeps, then you will have it on the default 20 lumen. So I want to set this for 20 lumen, so I'll hold the button down just for the sake of example. I'll show you here. And as you can see, in just a second here, we'll have 1 beep, and that is if I wanted it to have it on 600 lumen. Now this was 2 beep, that means now I have set it on mode 2, meaning now I've got it on 20 lumen when I turn it on. And there you are, right away. Should I turn the beam light on, then it's easier to see. That's 20 lumen. Again, close it, you just 1 notch, and if I want to go it up, I can push 1 more time and 1 more time. Now we're on 600 lumen. So this is now default set for that. But I also got transport mode on this one. And the way you enter transport mode on this Ledlenser MH10 is simply that you push the button down in the same way as if you want to change into high lumen as default or low lumen as default, then you wait for the flashes to come, and now it was default at high lumen mode 1, now it was default at low lumen at mode 2, and at 3 beeps we are now in transport mode. So whenever something touches this button, you will just have the light flashing here. So if you want to put it out and take it out of transport mode, all you got to do is just hold on the light until you see a flashing 1 time for about 5 seconds, and there you are, and it is now out of transport mode again. There's only one catch with this one, which I find a little bit annoying, but it's not a big deal really. It's not a deal breaker anyway. That is that once you have had it in transport mode, it returns to default 600 lumen when you start it. So as you can see, push the button once, I get 600 lumen out of it. But all you got to do is just hold the button till you get 2 flashes, about 13 seconds, and it will default be set at 20 lumen again. The light can also be turned forward and downwards in whatever angle you want to, and it is with a few clicks and steps. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4 steps apart from the standard one, so 5 different steps. And this way you can angle the light in whatever direction you want in terms of up and down. This torch here is not waterproof, it is watertight. And by that means that it is good for running even if it is moist and wet, and if it is pouring down with rain, there's no issue. But it is not recommended to go swimming with it. One of the things that this one had that I found very interesting when I bought it, but I really ended up never using it, it is red light and strobe light. This one, the Ledlenser MH10, does not have strobe light. It only has got those 2 different modes, flash mode, flood mode, and beam mode, and then it's got 3 different lumens within those. But if you do want to have a red mode on it, then it comes with these 2 lenses, and that is red and green respectively, that you just put into this little cap here, and you just twist it onto the head of the lens. That is not optimum, but given the fact that I actually never used this is just lying at home all the time, I don't care. But obviously to have extra small accessories with you that you need whenever you need some, for instance, red light, that is not particularly practical. But that's the way it is with this particular head torch. So yes, that was just to show you this little wonder of mine. I really like it. I can really highly recommend it. It is very good. For the purpose at least that I'm using it as. And you can see some of the pictures I showed you from the cave. The floodlight is absolutely brilliant. You can see far and wide, and it is very bright, and it's very consistent with the light, so it's not like only the center gate light and then it fades out in the corners. Very good light. Okay, but until next time, have a good one.